Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to another Discord Cup game. This is going to be the top 8, Joe from Cincinnati versus Bayushi Noman. So, Crab versus Scorpion. Jokingly is going to come in and co-cast, so I'll go ahead and call him here. It looks like Joe is going first, so lost the coin flip there.
Alright, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi.
Perfect.
Nightcrawler says if this is Crane versus Crane, no. No more Crane mirrors. Might have to turn your volume up a little bit here. Hold on. Maybe it's just for me.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I can hear you just a little bit quiet.
I can just yell if that's...
No, I turned it up. It's fine now.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So... Man, it really spams the chat now with the framework effect thing at the start.
Yeah, that's...
So, Kaio Envoy seems good. Heated Guardian as well.
Pretty good start for everybody, I would say. I'm kind of surprised didn't buy a Borderlands Defender, but maybe it's just gonna bank some fate and go huge on that guy next turn.
Yeah, I would have expected the Borderlands Defender instead of the Heated Guardian. Let me pull up the deck lists. Haven't done that yet.
Yeah, Noman's on a... what I would assume is pretty stock Scorpion list at this point. He's got 3 Clouds, 3 Mia Mystics, 2 Calling in Favors. A lot of good cards against Crab. The nice thing about it for Crab is Cloud the Mind's not always on against Scorpion, or for Scorpion rather. So
Right.
you don't have to play around it quite as hard as some other decks.
Yeah, so Joe's gonna find Shameful Display on this first attack. We actually... Ooh. No defense and pass.
Just Yahtzees here. It's pretty solid. I think you definitely just take this. It's a good win. You feel good about this. Yep.
Yep. Finds a Cloud the Mind there.
Are those quiet?
What's that?
So pretty good start. Hits a Cloud the Mind.
Yep. Yeah, 2 Hawk Tattoos in the Scorpion deck. Ooh, and another Shameful Display. I was just saying the other day, it seems like this happens a lot. They both find the same province.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler says, I hear jokingly doesn't even lift. Do you have anything to say about that?
Occasionally I lift.
Yeah. Same thing happened in the game. Both hit UA. Oh, Upholding Authority.
Assassination is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Joe could have just boxed, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think assassination is fine there. Since he was dishonored from the Shameful Display, there was no way to cancel it.
Yeah. Noman also didn't take an opportunity to use his box after taking the unopposed, so assassination shuts the door on that, which is kind of nice for Joe.
Yeah, so overall, pretty good turn on Joe's side.
Yep.
We're gonna going into this turn, we're gonna have 16 to 12 fate, so should be able to buy some good characters here.
Yeah, Yoritomo's gonna come in hot here.
That would be pretty sick.
I would expect a very large Borderlands defender here.
Yeah, big Borderlands defender definitely seems good. It's always a good card to have against Scorpion, since when she's defending, Fate Worse Than Death doesn't get half of its effect, basically. So yeah, 3 Fate, Borderlands defender. And we see Blackmail Artist and a Manipulator. So Manipulator is going to draw him 6 there, so he can use his Stronghold. There's a Spyglass. If you have Calling in Favors, do you use it now or do you save it?
I think this is kind of a bad calling in favors, but this is a perfect illustration of why calling in favors is not all that wonderful, and why decks that have calling in favors still have to end up splashing dragon for let go, because you do it here, but you're not really going to get a ton of value out of that Spyglass.
Yeah, the Blackmail Artist is dishonored now as well, which is not ideal.
Yep. Joe has a second, which is pretty great.
It says in chat that you disconnected, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, all 3 Spyglass, wow. So Manipulator will find Manicured Garden here. That's good for Crab. The choices for face down provinces. Oh, he's on Flooded Waste. Nice. So the choices were Manicured, Meditations, Flooded Waste. Manicured is the best one for Crab out of all of those.
Definitely.
So that's good. We're going to see the Heated Guardian defend. This is a firing, so probably trying to re-honor the Blackmail Artist. This is military. Yeah, so you probably just save Borderlands Defender to defend against the political conflict. Unless you have a mountain.
Yeah, this smells like a mountain play, probably.
There could be a cancel, but I think you're kind of just fine with that. We see a Watch Commander.
Yeah, and even if you see a cancel here, you can push back for a water ring if you really need to.
Yeah.
Skirmisher out of hand could lock up a water ring pretty easily.
Yep, there's the mountain does not fall. Looks like no cancel. Yeah, no cancel.
Yeah, you counter that for sure if it's an option. So
yeah, so that's going to be really good for Crab. This Borderlands Defender is potentially going to participate in 3 conflicts this turn, assuming that Scorpion attacks, which now he might not.
yeah, this is a good chance for Joe to just come rumbling in and probably snag a Void Ring military with the 2 little guys.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately Void doesn't have a fate on it, but it's probably the best choice.
It's gonna pass. Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you attack, you have to go into a face-down province.
Yeah, but Meditations doesn't do anything with the 2 little
Right.
guys. Secret Cache is annoying, but it's going to happen at some point, and you can threaten a break with the Heated Guardian plus Caillou Envoy.
Yeah.
Pilgrimage is also threatened to break, right? You get 3+2, so you force some action out of Nomen.
Looks like Nomen is going to attack a second time.
Interesting.
He does have a 12 fate lead. 13 now. Going air. So we could see. Does he have Kachiko? He has one
Yeah, it
Kachiko. So we
doesn't do
could.
anything to a
Yeah, I
Borderlands
mean,
defender.
true. And you probably would have wanted to play it before the conflict also. Although he could get it with the spyglass. Um, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, it could let him win the conflict potentially. We'll see if he has it. What else does he have? Hmm. So he does have one I can swim.
He does. There's an iron mine on the board right now, so it's not excellent, but
Yeah, that's true. It wouldn't be turned on right now anyway, but something to watch out for.
Joe uses the box for some reason.
I mean, you might as well use it now, I guess. Like, this is the last defense, so
Sure. I guess
if you
if you
don't
have
have
a
any,
Wayfinder in
yeah,
hand.
if you don't have any conflict
But
characters, then might as well just use it. Um, yeah, he can't do Cloud plus Fate Worse Than Death because there are no Shugenja for Scorpion. He could double Fate Worse Than Death, but that's like really expensive.
yeah, I mean, you take that all day long, right? There's no way that Noman's coming out ahead if he uses 2 Fate Worse Than Death to shoot a Borderlands defender.
Yeah, and that costs him
Um,
2 honor from the Watch Commander as well.
right. So I would speculate that since Socio-Illusionist did not get bought this turn, that Cloud the Mind that the Earth Ring caught was the only one in hand.
Yeah,
Um,
probably.
Otherwise, I would think even if you wanted to make a double Fate Worse Than Death play for some reason, you probably then want to attack the Void Ring so that you can remove all of the fate from Borderlands Defender.
Yeah,
Because I mean, you're still dealing with an Iron Mine situation, but you
chat
gotta.
chat is
I don't
pointing
know.
out that you could Fate Worse Than Death and then Force Shame, potentially.
Sure.
Nightcrawlers says that possibly Joe didn't attack because of Hawk Tattoo, didn't want the Borderlands Defender to get pulled in.
Yeah, that's totally reasonable. Um, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Just give it a hot cat.
So we see a pass.
Yeah, I think that's.
So yeah, that should be it. Um, well, he didn't use Manicured yet, did he? Actually, he used it in the
He
first
probably used it the
conflict.
first
Yeah,
conflict.
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it for that. Um, and then, yeah, you just go out of face down province here, right?
Yeah, you just rumble hard. Everybody goes in face down. Socio-Illusionist probably is a good target in case. Again, not a lot of Shugenja in the deck, so you might as well. Against a Seeker, I always discard their Dynasty row if I break, so you might as well
Yeah.
knock an Illusionist down so it can't be saved next turn.
Since the Borderlands Defender is attacking this time, we could potentially see a Fate Worse Than Death finds Meditations.
Okay.
So Borderlands Defender will lose a Fate, still has 2 left. David says, jokingly, do you not always discard versus Keeper? I mean, personally, like, usually I don't, but it kind of depends. Like, if they already have the Keeper Initiates in the discard, then you might as well.
Yeah, I mean, if they've got 3 in the bin, that's fine, but otherwise you're just inching people. There's no reason to. I mean, if it's face down, you certainly don't do it.
Yeah, yeah. Especially against Crab and Unicorn, because Crab has Rebuild and the Unicorn has Cavalry Reserves. And then Lion also has the Spirit Caller. So yeah, usually against Keeper clans you don't want to discard
Yeah, so Joe ends up breaking meditations, which is fine, although it's not ideal, right? That's kind of the province you want to keep against Scorpion if possible.
Yeah.
But resolving a Void Ring there is very good. Clears the board again. And so while Noman a lot of resources, so does Joe. And Joe can bid one here pretty easily
Yeah.
and then on this pair of spyglasses.
Yeah, I mean, Joe's just going to be bidding one for the rest of the game, I imagine. That does mean he'll have to worry about I can swim a little bit, but if he has, like, an Iron Mine or a Reprieve, he should be fine. Two Kuniyori here, so I guess you're buying him. Ooh, is that the Hidden Moon Dojo? Nice.
It is. Very good flop for Noman.
Yes, yeah, what did he have, 21 Fate, and he gets... Wow, he doesn't play Shoju.
Well, he doesn't have to.
I mean, I guess, but he has 19 Fate.
Well, that's what the Hidden Moon Dojo does, though. Right?
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
So he's got an instant speed Shoju and an instant speed Neo Mystic. So
Yeah, that's completely fair and balanced.
yeah, feels good.
Man, that card is insane. Gonna go ahead and play the Mia Mystic. Scorpion bidding one. Did he bid one? Oh, he did.
He did.
I mean, I guess he knew Joe was gonna bid one.
Yep.
Could have bid two to turn on I Can Swim, but didn't do that. It's more balanced than Karada District. I mean, I guess. Like, like the thing about Hidden Moon Dojo is that there's like literally no downside to it, right? Like it's just always good.
Yeah, I
Whereas,
mean, one, the bar for if a thing is balanced shouldn't be the Imperial one of districts,
right?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Karada's broken, but this thing can also be broken.
yeah,
And yeah, this thing is always on, right? Karada is essentially useless in 3 to 4 matchups.
yeah, yeah. It's not. Luckily, Hidden Moon Dojo is not Imperial, so
Yes.
don't have to worry about it as much. Chisei District should be the bar for balanced.
I don't
Maybe
even know which one that is. Is that the
that's the crane one.
is it the
Where
lion or the crane?
the
Okay.
crane? Yeah, I think. Can't remember what the lion one is. Hito District. That's the lion one.
Okay.
Checks deck list for Sabotage. Yeah, Sabotage would potentially be pretty good here, but he does not have it.
Yeah, so this is kind of an interesting spot. I don't love Joe buying or taking the favor political. I actually usually take it military against Scorpion. Just because I assume I'm only going to get one attack a turn, and I
Right.
want
Ooh,
the
favorable round.
nice. I want that attack to be. It's often just a military poke, and I don't want that to be shut off by Way of the Scorpion, Fate Worse than Death. Whatever.
Yeah,
Fate
for
Worse than
sure.
Death, Way of the Scorpion on a skirmisher to blank your attack is very frustrating.
Yeah, not only that, he already has like a lot of political skill anyway, so he doesn't really need the political.
Right.
Yeah, so not really what Noman wanted to find there, the favorable ground with the Hidden Moon Dojo action, but still has Shoju. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna go after the secret cache here. 17 cards, 17 fate. That is pretty ridiculous.
Yes. Yes.
So this is military. Going to rebuild an iron mine. Interesting. To prevent assassination, I guess. But why didn't he do that
I
sooner?
suppose.
Like, if you're gonna do that, you should do it before the conflict, right?
Right.
Yeah, Mystic gets sent in. I don't know what the play is here. Like, are you gonna play a skirmisher and then buff it? Or like a wayfinder and buff it or something?
I don't know. I also would have, if this was the line, I mean, Vanguard Warrior. Get some.
Yeah, we
Oh,
see
get
the
some.
Nezumi infiltrator. That's pretty good. Ooh.
I was going to say I would have attacked with the Vanguard Warrior to threaten the break, but Rat Boy.
Yeah, the rat is gonna come in here and reduce the province strength by 1. Wait. This is military, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it looks like they coded it so the rat just adds 1 to his skill.
1, 2. No. So the Heat of Guardian is
Oh, the
2
Heat of
because
Guardian's
it's honored.
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't notice that. We see a fine katana. So getting him to spend that fine katana on the Mia Mystic is pretty good, because that's not going to stick around.
Yep. We'll
But
see if
yeah, he
Joe
needs
has
another
yet to play a
card.
Mill Pump.
Ooh, there's a Watch Commander.
Watch Commander. Sure.
So this is breaking now. And if Noman plays any more cards, he'll start losing honor. So after this conflict is over, is he going to use the Mystic on a Watch Commander or a Spyglass?
I think the play for Noman is going to be to attack Political Void, which makes an almost impossible defense for Joe since Shoju is waiting in the wings to come flying in. Wow. Fate worse than death on a rat. That's pretty good.
Alright.
Okay, that changes things. I was going to say you blow up the Watch Commander on the guy that you have with Fate, and you attack Void, and you void the guy, the Watch Commander guy that... So you blow up the Watch Commander on the rat, and then you void ring the Borderlands Defender. But he shoots a rat. Pretty good trade for Joe.
Dishonor on your rat, yep.
13 cards and no Mill Pump. It's too bad for Joe, but what can you do?
Yeah. So that was the water ring, so if you're not breaking, then you just don't care about winning, so...
That's true. No
maybe
reason
he
to just play a katana. Although he could have straightened the rat after that.
Ooh, there's a... So spending the first Cloud the Mind on the Vanguard Warrior, That is interesting.
I see that play a lot, and I think it's almost always wrong. I'm always very happy when my Vanguard Warriors get clouded.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just fine with that here. You still have the Iron Mine sitting on Shameful Display. So your guys should be safe here.
Yeah, I think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the box. So yeah, Noman can't really even attack Shameful here, and he doesn't. Kind of think you probably block with like a Vanguard. Oh, he attacked Earth Ring, so I just block heavy.
Yeah,
I put a Yasuki in there.
Yeah, I would put the Yasuki in as well. Could have more conflict characters, I guess, but Shoju can potentially just kill them. Yeah, the Borderlands defender is very likely going to stick around for a long time. We see a pass, so not going to play Shoju here. Joe can't really do a political attack, I guess, or Shoju just gets played. Yeah, so that's even...
Noman's not on Yojimbo's, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, no, 2 Cunning Magistrate, Goblin Sneak.
Yeah, I would consider just a void poke here with the Vanguard Warrior. You've got the favor. If Noman wants to play a Shoju into that conflict to kill a clouded, no fate Vanguard Warrior, you don't really care, right?
Yeah, I think poking with the Vanguard Warrior
Joe.
is good. We see a Talisman of the Sun. The Mute Mystic is immediately going to kill that.
Interesting.
The problem is...
that was kind of bad. Just no reason to play that into an onboard Mia Mystic.
Yeah, just a mistake there.
So I want to see Joe attack Political Void with Vanguard Warrior.
Yeah, I think I like that.
It'll keep it off the table. And yeah, just seems like a solid attack.
But yeah, again, the problem with not defending with the Shrewd Yasuki here is that you might not get a chance to use his action this turn, which I guess is fine since you have 14 cards, but... You sort of have to save him as well now because Shoju could get played and then do a military attack at Shameful, so you need someone to defend that. Although he probably has a conflict character. Yeah, no defend the wall in Joe's deck. He has replaced it with Ancestral Lands and Flooded Waste. So yeah, one of these face down is Flooded Waste, and the other one is Meditations. So
yeah, the other option here.
Do you think he was going to Talisman to Meditations to take the fate off?
I don't know. I don't see any reason to play a Talisman there. Even, I mean, the Mia Mystic is obvious, but even without it, I think if you go to Shameful to use Shameful, you're threatening Shoju coming in and potentially breaking, which is kind of terrible for you. So
yeah, I think you definitely can't go to Shameful there. So I guess it would have to be Meditations because there's no reason to go to Flooded Waste, right?
Right, but then, yeah, I don't know. I think even if it wasn't gonna obviously get destroyed, I don't think there's a reason to play Talisman there.
So Shoju comes in here.
So Joe should have a fan.
Why put the fan on the Vanguard Warrior?
Yeah.
Oh, he has another fan. Okay. I mean, I guess, but if he has a, if there's a let go now, then Yasuki just dies. Or a Calling in Favors. Oh, okay, Watch Commander. That's... I mean, I guess. Still hasn't used the Yasuki ability yet. As far as I know. Yeah, you could Calling in Favor the Watch Commander, let go the fan. He has one let go there. So now he just needs another attachment control to kill Yasuki. Yeah, I feel like this is a really weird attack.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, I guess he thinks that he can win it. Ooh, there's the let go. So that is going to kill the Yasuki. Um, yeah, I think you don't send this shrewd Yasuki there. I think that was a mistake.
Yeah, or if you want to use it, then you protect it with a fan and a watch commander
Yeah, you put
and
both
force
both of the fans
both
on it.
instead of playing a fan onto a Vanguard warrior, right?
Yeah, because you don't care about the Vanguard warrior. He can just die.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
you can Iron Mine the shrewd Yasuki, but I think it would just die again, right?
Yeah, it's a state-based thing.
Yeah, so it would still just die. We see a court games to honor Shoju. Yeah, so he is going to win that conflict, and that means that Scorpion will get the favor as well. So yeah, I really don't like that attack from Joe. Think he could have played it better there. Ooh, and there's a cutting magistrate. So this is potentially pretty dangerous here. Hopefully Joe has a conflict character.
Yeah, he's got 6 left in the deck, I think, so it would be likely.
Yep.
We'll see if Noman makes big greed plays and goes after Shameful.
Nope, not gonna go at shameful. Probably correct. Yeah, pretty good odds that there's a conflict character here. We'll see if he plays it. This is firing. You don't really want him to have the firing. That's going to probably dishonor the Borderlands Defender, which is not good.
Yeah, it's not ideal. But this is a tough defense with a political favor.
Yeah, that's true. Um, military. Let's see, what could he have? If he had like a skirmisher and another talisman, he could go to shameful and then honor dishonor maybe.
Yeah.
He's spent all 3 watch commanders now. 2 of them are
Yeah.
still on the board.
It's kind of unfortunate the way those went.
Yeah.
One died almost immediately, and the other is on a dishonored 1-drop conflict character that you don't really want to spend an Iron Mine on, but he will.
Yeah. Cunning Magistrate is a 3 cost, so you can't assassinate him. Yeah. You realized it. Yeah, so this is a tough spot now for Crab. Do you keep Yori here? He only has 1 cloud left. And currently no Shugenja.
I mean, is Yori even great here? You're at 6 honor.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, he's going to discard Yori.
I think I'm looking for, if you're going to play the no cloud game, I think you want a Witch Hunter.
Yeah, that would be good. Noman asking if Joe thinks he should discard the holding. He's considering it. Yep. So let's see. Ooh, 2 keepers and Shuichi and Satoshi.
Noman finds Kudaka, and he gets to go first
Yeah.
into I mean, he can declare political that Joe just cannot win, and he's going to get a blackmail artist trigger, Kudaka trigger, and an error ring resolution. It's kind of brutal. Oh, he
Yeah.
doesn't play it.
Oh wow, he passes. Maybe he has Fate Worse Than Death, and he wants to play that. Not sure. We see 3 Fate Shuichi.
Ugh.
Yeah, I imagine that's gonna get Fate Worse Than Death, and then Joe will be sad.
That is how I imagine it going as well.
Probably doesn't want to go airing. I think he does want to go airing. I mean, he definitely would if he played Kudaka. But airing has a fate on it. You're both at relatively low honor. Like, seems pretty good. Yeah, he could still have played Kudaka and then passed and then had enough for Fate Worse Than Death.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, he probably wants to play this favored niece. Yeah, I guess he could just go water here. Throw the Cunning Magistrate in there, and then the Borderlands Defender is probably going to get bowed.
Yep.
It looks like he bid 3. Interesting. With Imperial Storehouse, that's going to put him at 14 cards. And it also turns on I Can Swim. So, yeah, we're going to see Joe go ahead and rebuild an Iron Mine here to prevent that. Ooh, but there's a Censure. That is a one-time Censure, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
So let's see if he has another rebuild.
I don't love. I mean, Noman is first player, so I Can Swim. Like, it's only on during a conflict.
Right.
I mean,
So you can just play a save as your first action, I guess.
yeah, at least cast a rebuild in a Watch Commander conflict, right?
Yeah.
Get a trigger.
There's a reprieve. Let's see. Ooh, was that the third let go? Yeah, it was. Unlucky. Still 1 Calling in Favors left as well. Yeah, so he
Yep.
definitely has I Can Swim in hand.
Yep, which means this Borderlands Defender better block.
Yeah.
At least get a couple
If Joe has court games, he could re-honor.
triggers.
We do see the air ring. Gonna block with both of the Dishonored characters. The Magistrate is actually not involved. No, maybe leaving the Nezumi at home. Shoju can just kill it. So,
Yep.
yeah, 3 times away the Scorpion still, that's true. We have another reprieve.
So we should see a Hidden Moon Dojo activation. Looking for a Mia Mystic.
Yeah, I guess, unless he has the second Calling in Favors. We see a pass. Manicured Garden gains a fate. Is breaking. This is the airing. I guess you just let this go.
Yeah, I don't think there's much to do about this. Two Shoju triggers yet to be used.
think you still swim it, so it leaves it end of turn. Well, if he does, I can swim. It will cost him an honor because of the watch commander. But yeah, maybe you still do. Joe still could have another save as well. Has plenty of cards. So I think now you probably want to attack water to unbow the Borderlands Defender. Could go Earth also.
I think I attack Void.
Void?
I mean, this
To kill
Shoju is
Yeah, that's true.
a nightmare. If this turn ends and it's a Cunning Magistrate and maybe a Favored Niece on board against a Shuichi, you're pretty okay with that.
Yeah, and Borderlands Defender probably as well.
Yeah, as it stands, if that reprieve holds.
Yeah.
So, I haven't seen. Joe is still not played a military pump, so he's got 2 spreading in the darkness. Oh, he doesn't run swords.
Yeah, spreading the darkness would be good here on Shuichi, although
It's pretty risky, but
yeah, Nomen can just first action Fate Worse Than Death. Gonna go up Pilgrimage here. I guess you kind of have to. If you have, what's it called? If you have Spreading the Darkness, you should probably be able to break this.
yeah,
Ooh, uses Shuichi to gain a fate as the first action. Action, reveal a holding in an adjacent province. I mean, yeah, that's not bad. Could be worse. There's the I
wow,
can swim on the Infiltrator, okay.
that's pretty good for Joe. So now you just let this go, right? I
Oh,
don't think you spread. You just take your 2 keepers and be happy.
you know what? I think Infiltrator might actually be bugged. Whenever I've seen an Infiltrator get sacrificed or killed by something, it always does that server error thing. And then the Infiltrator disappears. It doesn't go into the discard.
Interesting.
So yeah, I think that's actually a bug with Infiltrator. Kind of hard to spread at 5 honor, I mean, I guess, but I think it's still worth doing here. See, Favored Niece. Now you're not breaking, unfortunately.
Yeah. And now you just pass.
Yeah, he just passes. There's a Way of the Scorpion.
The old Shuichi potato.
With 2 dishonored guys, yeah, I guess. Would you prefer it to be Kanjo or Karada? Yeah, I mean,
think Joe would have preferred it to be Kanjo, absolutely. This game.
yeah.
You take a little more care on the last turn and hold on to favor.
Is Karada... Yeah, Karada in the mirror is just, like, really big. Whoever can find Karada first usually has a big advantage in the crab mirror. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Hidden Moon Dojo, like I was saying, is it just seems like a card that just doesn't really have any downside to it.
Yep. It's always live. It's better in the middle, but it's still live on the side.
Yeah. Like, it just always does something pretty much. So there's not really any reason not to play it. We see Joe pass. Unfortunately, losing that means no keeper initiates.
Yep.
I think the only real military buff he has is spreading the darkness. Interesting. Let's see. Favorite niece is going to discard the last Cloud the Mind and a fan. And I guess Scorpion goes. You could go water. He's gonna go void actually. So, okay, go finds flooded wastes. Just gonna get bowed, but he does have the favor, so he actually doesn't care. How helpful, yeah.
Yeah, this has been my experience with Flooded Waste thus far.
Yeah, unfortunately, it often doesn't do a whole lot.
Skirmisher plus box wins this conflict if he's
Yeah,
worried
although
about it.
you could just weigh the Scorpion that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm particularly worried about the Void Ring. Taking an undefended is a little unfortunate, but what can you do?
Yeah. I'm actually a little bit surprised he went void. I guess he just wants to get Shuichi off the board faster.
I guess so. Yeah, I would think a Fire Ring in honor of Favored Niece would be pretty good, but
Yeah.
I guess you're worried about a Wayfinder coming down. Joe still has a conflict.
Yeah, and taking the Void Ring, I guess.
Yeah.
Joe is going to pass his conflict, though. Bayushi Nomen will keep the favor. Probably has assassination for the conflict character. Yeah, the Scorpion deck does have 3 assassination, actually.
Yeah, which he hasn't looted down yet. Oh.
Ooh. There's a calling in favor is going to steal that reprieve. Has he played one? Maybe he's talking about Joe. Joe's played 1 assassination, but only has 2.
Yep.
They're both at pretty low honor, though, so playing 1 at this point would be not good. And it looks like Joe doesn't actually have any more saves. Already played 2 reprieves, 2 rebuilds, so you would need another one of either of those. But yeah, doesn't have any. That is unfortunate. I mean, yeah, having all 3 spyglasses early is obviously really good, but 5 attachment
There's not
control
a lot
cards. What's that?
Not a lot of. We're down to, the bottom third of the deck here, so
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
gonna happen, right? You got to budget your attachments and your attachment control, and if you had a talisman in hand that turn, then that probably would have gotten targeted by one of those, but he kind of threw that in the trash can, so.
Yeah. So yeah, Crab is going to be very down on board here. I guess if he can make it past this turn, Scorpion's board dies. Oh, never mind, Shoju's here. We see Kudaka. There's the Shoju dupe. Joe gets Passing Fate. Maybe you just play Hiroe here so you can use the duplicate.
I don't see why he wouldn't, but Scorpion just
Nope.
loves to have extra fate, so.
Well, he didn't get Passing Fate though. Joe already passed.
Right, but for
So,
some reason, they just refuse to play out of their dynasty.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess you have so much fate anyway, you don't really need to do it. We see a Forged Edict get discarded to draw a card. Don't see that every day. It's actually the first Forged Edict he's seen, it looks like. There's a Skirmisher. So, let's see, what ring does he want? Ooh, 2 Skirmisher. So Earth gets you keepers. Could go water and bow someone. You could go air for Kudaka. Could go void.
I think
to
you
kill
have
Shoju.
I think you just lose if you don't take an air ring off the table.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he is gonna
mean,
go air. Ooh, at Pilgrimage? Gonna covert all 3. Yeah,
what?
Secret Cache. I don't think you should go at Pilgrimage.
I mean, he doesn't even break this right now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think maybe you just leave Shuichi at home. And don't covert,
so.
like...
Don't covert Shoju. If Shoju wants to block your military attack, you got to be happy with that, right?
Yeah, I guess so, but he really wants the air ring, I guess. I guess you can favorable ground home, like you already got the covert, so you can send Shuichi home maybe. Finds another favored niece off of Hidden Moon Dojo. Hiroe to bring Kudaka in. You could do that, although this is a military conflict. He wouldn't contribute any skill, and favorable ground is on the board, so Kudaka can just go home.
Yep.
We could see him play the niece into the conflict for some extra skill. That would be 3-3 with the favor.
Yeah, that would make his attack look really good retroactively.
Yep. Ooh, there.
Wow.
Okay, so he plays a hawk tattoo on Shoju to move him into the conflict.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you just take that. Like,
Yeah, and you have to pass here because if you favorable ground out, then the Hiroe
yeah.
bringing in Kudaka is pretty brutal.
Use Shuichi first to gain a fate, but oh, he already did that.
Yeah, he did that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Shoju's gonna bow, and you got him to spend a hawk tattoo, so could be worse.
Yep. No. No, don't do it.
He did it. There's a way the Scorpion. I guess just to make him lose honor at the end of the turn. Oh, doesn't play Hiroe though, so it worked out. Although he could still play Hiroe later, and now you don't have the favorable ground anymore. So the Cunning Magistrate gonna attack here at Flooded Waste with the Watering. Defends with Kudaka. Yeah, you don't really want him to have this. If he does have the third way of the Scorpion though, then this is like bad. I don't know. It's kind of just bad no matter what you do, I think, at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of bad no matter what you do.
The fact that he spent a way the Scorpion on the Skirmisher, I think, probably means he has another way to dishonor this Kudaka. Or why would he use it, right?
Right.
We see a pass. Ooh, Fate Worse Than Death.
Yep.
So, Scorpion is going to get 2 breaks this turn, it looks like.
Yeah, this should do it, I believe, because this will be a
Yeah, this is going to be unopposed.
Takes Joe to 2.
And then you just go fire.
Yep.
Ooh.
See if the rat can save him.
Joe is still losing the... Ooh, there's the Assassinate, okay. Brings him down to 2 honor. Oh, he can Stronghold now.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that will probably be the game. So Joe still loses this attack. He has no fate left. He could have the... No, this is military, right? Yeah, so again, no military buffs. Means he's just going to lose this conflict. And then... I guess you could attack fire here. I think you just lose no matter what. So if you don't attack, then Nomen comes in with Shoju on the fire ring. If you defend with Shuichi and don't have any way to buff him, then he just gets killed. If you do have a way to buff him, then he plays Hiroe, pulls in one of these no fate characters, and dishonors it by winning the conflict. And then you lose.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen either way, right? Whether Joe attacks political
Right.
or defends political.
Yeah, the Hiroe pulling in someone and dishonoring them is probably going to be what loses Joe this game. And he's out of fate now, so no more conflict characters.
Yeah, if he has exactly the 3rd rebuild for an Iron Mine and the 3rd reprieve, he could political fire here. He's not going to win it, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
If Nomen somehow lets this go...
Yeah, I think that's like the only way.
But even then, he just attacks back Void.
Right.
And he's going to take undefended or unopposed, and then he can only save 2 out of his 3.
Yeah, so I think Noman just plays her away on this conflict and pulls somebody in. And then he can just attack Void. Yeah, I think you defend with the Niece probably because you want to make sure you win. Passes. I mean, I guess he's winning, so that's fine. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't matter, I guess. Like,
Yeah, he can hear away on offense.
yeah. If Joe has a political buff, I guess he should play it, but again, I don't think it will matter. We kind of just at a point right now where, like, almost every line just leads to Joe losing.
Yeah, I think so. I guess court games removing the dishonored status from Shuichi, and then exactly the 2 saves. Although now that he played the Wayfinder, he doesn't have fate for the other guy. So
Yeah, and that is going to be a forced shame on Shuichi, so he's still not winning this conflict. And, yep, there's a pass.
Joe's played 0 court games this game. Is that right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Noman throws a court games just to knock down a Wayfinder and
just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Like, now I think there's literally no way that Joe doesn't lose.
Yeah, he did.
Yep. Doesn't even have to play her away. Yeah, I mean, early on in the game, Joe was in kind of a good spot, but Noman just saved up a bunch of fate and then found the Hidden Moon Dojo. And
yeah, I mean, Dojo did work there. There's no doubt about it.
Joe still not wishing he had Sabotage, it looks like. Yeah, he doesn't really like that card.
Hating Spread the Darkness right now.
Yeah, that is kind of a problem with Spread the Darkness. I think if that's your only military buff, then it's kind of not good.
Yeah.
Like, you need either a couple of katanas or maybe a bonsai. It should say cannot be cancelled. And his court games, Fate Worse Than Death, Edict, Talk, Shame.
Yep.
What is FWIF?
Oh, he's just saying for what it's worth.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got 5 cards in hand.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
I was gonna say it's annoying when new cards come out because then people come up with new acronyms and you have to figure out what they mean.
Right.
Yeah, no way the Crabs played that game either.
No. It's I mean, all said and done, that's about how this matchup normally goes.
Yeah.
Right? You get a nice grindy turn somewhere in the middle there, and either the Crab pulls ahead and can stay ahead on board, or the Scorpion kind of pulls even, leverages something like a big Shoju or a big Kachiko, takes over, and then sort of forces their will upon you.
Yeah. Alright, well that means that Noman will be moving on to the semifinals, and I believe there are no more bracket shuffles, so you are going to be playing against him.
Yeah, So my plan is to not let him draw Hidden Moon Dojo. Pretty solid strategy.
Yeah, sounds good.
See if it works.
So one more chance for Crab. Not sure who won that game earlier today, and then there's still Travis versus the other Scorpion. So potentially 3 Scorpions making it to semifinals.
Yep. The waters, they still be infested.
Yeah. I think lacking Quesada really hurts Crab's Scorpion matchup. I mean, Quesada's always good, right?
Because I was always good.
I don't know. What are you on right now? Are you still on 2 Yori, 1 Quesada? Or
I'm on 1 Yori, 3 Kazada.
ooh, sounds good.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm also not on the Flooded Waste plan, so
Yeah, I'm not
defend the wall
sure.
and rally.
Not sure about Flooded Waste.
Yeah. Otherwise, the decks are pretty similar, and I have a katana. I have
Yeah.
1 rat, 3 katana, or 1 katana instead of 2 rats.
Yeah.
Those are about the only differences. So we'll see.
Yep. Last chance for Crab. You made it to top 4 before that one time, and then you lost to Mind's Desire, right?
Yeah, it was like season 4-ish.
Yeah.
So
we'll see if we'll see if Crab can finally win one.
Yep.
But yeah, don't break meditations early. Yeah, not having meditations to farm is a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, there's an argument for not attacking since Borderlands Defender had already triggered Spyglasses twice that conflict. There's, I think, a reasonable argument for not attacking because it not only broke the meditations, but he got to use the meditations on the Borderlands Defender and
What he could have
took out
done
the board a
also,
turn earlier.
he could have attacked into the province next to that, which was Pilgrimage, and then Hidden Moon Dojo got flipped onto that, so it would have gotten discarded.
Well, he didn't know that.
If he did know that, though, that would have been pretty sick.
I mean, a non-hindsight. Yeah, if you know the future, get after it.
Alright, well, that's going to do it for this game. So thanks everyone for watching, and thanks Jokingly for co-casting.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And
I'll see you next time.
Yeah, see y'all later.